You're right. It's a dangerous profession.
Do they not? Would they not pop up in the in memoriam? Is that what you're saying? Is they're not being?
I'm sure they do, but no one really talks about it enough. They have like one article when it happens, and that's it. But because it's happening more and more frequently, I really think there needs more safety precautions.
Well, yeah, that's definitely true.
Apparently, he was in a harness on one car and got flung off that car and got hit by another car.
Ooh,
That's
wow.
so bad to laugh. I don't mean to laugh.
Hey guys, welcome back to the expansion pack. Now, I don't know if you noticed anything. Things are a little different this week. I decided to take a relaxing approach on today's week.
Yeah, we're not standing up.
We're not standing up.
This is weird.
I don't feel stiff and awkward and nervous. But again, we talk about video games, comic books, anime, all that kind of good stuff, much, much more of it. But this week, we are taking a different toll on things. We're going to be discussing everything that happened this year in gaming. So 2017.
Everything.
Everything. So 2017 was a huge year for gaming. Like a lot of things happened. And so for the first segment, I want to talk about just a wrap up of what went on and how we felt about things. Because there was times when we wanted to talk about stuff and we really couldn't get to talking about it. All right, what I first have is consoles coming out. So like our lovely Nintendo Switch coming out, which I just got one this weekend.
Oh yeah?
This past weekend, so I love it so far.
Yeah.
And the Xbox One X, which is my emo cousin that I love because it reminds me of old MySpace names where it had like X's on the front and the bottom. Okay. Now, I know, Matt, you have your Switch.
Yes.
You love it?
In fact, it's right here. I love my Switch to death. I got it day one. It's
a good investment.
Yeah, day one I got this thing, and trust me, like, me only having Breath of the Wild for the longest time, that was enough for me. And then more and more things came out. Mario plus Rabbids, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Which,
yeah.
The only game I have so far.
That's the one.
I'm always impressed how Nintendo can like survive on their console with like just one or two great games that can just like take up your time. Like that's a talent. That's their
I've recently picked up Doom.
Oh, nice.
The Doom
and
port.
Skyrim's available for it. I bet you would like that.
I need to pick up Skyrim.
Skyrim's available on like every single platform now.
I got it for $7 last year for Christmas.
They're obsessed with just putting them on everything possible.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with Skyrim.
I can't wait to get it on my Texas Instruments calculator. I can't wait to get it on there.
Now you can play Skyrim on the Switch with Amiibo support.
There you go.
Full Amiibo support for that. Which, speaking of that, we're getting Amiibo like cereal. That's weird.
That's what? Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway.
We're getting like a Super Mario cereal box. That it's gonna be like Lucky Charms kind of thing, and the box is going to be an Amiibo.
But
we'll save that for a food show.
Yeah, we'll save that for later on. But what also great consoles coming out, and we're excited for this year. We also saw a death of a console with the Wii U.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Wii U. I didn't have one, so I didn't care. I had a Wii.
Rest in peace. I didn't care.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that Smash, so I didn't need it. That dedicates what I buy. Is like I didn't like that. Alan's looking at me like I'm upset. I'm sorry. I'm a melee elitist.
There's some really good Switch games that are exclusive to it. Like, what's it? Fatal Frame 5. That's download only. That horror game is amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
but it was on a dead console.
It was on a dead console.
And it's only download only in the U.S., which is stupid, but.
Well, we're gonna, I guess, continue on. I wanted to also bring up some things that happened in 2017, like companies buying other studios, like Ubisoft buying Freestyle Games, EA buying like BioWare and Respawn, and stuff like that. How do we feel about that? I know we talked about it as a conversation before.
Leave BioWare alone.
Yep.
Right, just EA needs to just stop for a little bit.
I think BioWare is going to be like how Visceral ended.
I was going to say.
Which I have in here, so we'll talk about that.
BioWare is going to end up exactly like Rare did with Microsoft.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Like the creative teams of like the best games from like let's say BioWare are just they're leaving, just like the people from Rare did, and they're making other stuff. Rare is just a name. And like the same thing goes for BioWare, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not Rare anymore. They can take those properties, and Microsoft can manipulate them, whatever. But it's just like, it's
just
only
a
like
name to give people hope, but it doesn't give people hope.
No.
Yeah, now people are just depressed.
It rips it away.
Yeah, like my hope. It's like the light slowly dimming, and you turn it off and just walk away.
We're never gonna get like a good Banjo-Kazooie game again. That's why we have Ukulele now, which is coming to the Switch.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Download only.
I think everyone's like, okay, so we see how impactful the Switch is. Let's put all our games towards it. Like, let's go. Like, it's such a great thing to do. So that's why, like, Skyrim's there and a bunch of other games that we're seeing, Doom and things like that.
Yeah, I think more third parties are interested in this console more so than the Wii U and the Wii were.
Well, portable gaming was, like, not a new thing that Nintendo, like, just did with the Switch. Like, they did portable gaming and
they had the market for it.
Yeah.
Sony
but like you had the
their
PSP
their
and things
Vita
like that
stuff,
too.
But it's just
it
didn't sell as well as the DS. I mean, you throw a Pokemon game at us and we're just like, all right, give me the new console, give it to me. Yeah.
Well, like the problem with every other portable that tried to be a console in your hand kind of thing, like the PSP and the Vita and all that stuff, was that frankly they just couldn't they didn't have all the buttons. Like, they didn't have all the buttons. This has every single button of a standard controller.
Yeah.
You can play that stuff on here. Even with the Vita, it just had that disgusting, like, touchpad in the back that when you would play, like, hook it up to your PS4 and remote play stuff, you would have to, like, use that as your R3, L3, and like L2 and R2 buttons.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good innovation.
It was horrible. And just the thing itself.
Sony in weird touchpads places, like the PlayStation 4 controller having that, like, I've seen some games that use it to an interesting effect, like pressing it in different places.
Yeah.
But I don't know why Sony's just putting random touchpads places.
They're trying to be brave.
Okay, yeah, they're trying to be innovative.
They're like, this new technology came out. How can we use it? We're gonna stick it right here.
Yeah.
Done.
This awkward spot that it's for small hand people. I can't do.
I mean, then again, Nintendo did the same thing with the Switch with one piece that's no one's used, and that's the sensor on the bottom of the right Joy-Con stick, like that little like camera sensor thing there. Yeah, like.
Can you show it? I have it here.
Yeah, we have two.
Right there. Like, that's it. That thing is pointless. Yeah, it can, like, track distance, everything, all that stuff. Right there.
We'll probably see games later on that
Maybe they have plans for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Besides that, it hasn't been used in anything.
Are they going to do a dance game?
They already have Just Dance for it.
Yeah, they have Just Dance, but that just uses the standard motion. Like,
I don't know, man.
Like, nothing's used that camera.
So let's get off Nintendo, because we all know Nintendo. I have a couple of things that have happened throughout the year that I kind of had a peak interest in, and with Mark Laidlaw, who came out and gave Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 3 not existing a closure. Now, I love Valve. I'm a weird Valve person, and I also noticed a lot of people leaving Valve this year.
Yeah.
That was a big thing that happened. I was writing down people's names that I knew, and then I was like, there's too many. There was too many names that left Valve this year, but I wanted to talk specifically about him releasing that story for the closure of Half-Life 2. Has anyone played Half-Life?
Oh yes, of course. I've played them like
I just got it for
crazy.
$1 on Steam, like on a Steam sale. Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, it's
sad,
amazing, but it's like.
But think of how many more people are going to start playing it now. That's only $1. Yeah, like that's awesome.
I've played all of them, like even like the first game and every expansion for it. I played them all, and I've 100%ed them.
and then the fact that Half-Life 3 is not happening just hurts even more.
I know.
I mean, that's the thing that I think we just had to realize it was never going to happen, and that it was just
It's like Firefly for games.
But once it got to that meme status, it's kind of like
you have to make it happen.
Gordon
but
Freeman, it's just, oh my God.
Gaben
Like,
won't allow
they
that.
did try, I guess, but
They did try. He because that's why I talked about him talking about. Did you read the thing that he posted?
no,
out?
I didn't actually read the story.
Okay, so he didn't officially. He posted it the way it was like. He didn't give like official names of the characters within Half-Life. It was very like vague, but everyone knew like it was about Half-Life and
Was
like.
it a plot summary or was it like a short story?
It
or
was like a
something?
short story to end Half-Life 2 and kind of if Half-Life 3 was a thing.
it was like a Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
Yes.
Not like a Half-Life 3, but a
Yeah.
Half-Life 2
Yes.
Episode 3.
Yes.
Well, was it satisfying? I mean, it was like a game.
It
but, like, it's-
satisfied people into depression of Half-Life 3 will never be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never gonna actually get that full experience to play, but
But
you're
it
reading
did close a lot of doors, I think, for people.
Oh yeah, it, like majorly like did that from
Yeah.
like the stuff I've read.
Now, a big thing that happened in 2017 was loot boxes.
Yeah.
And I had something written down here to say EA existing.
Yep, they existed, therefore loot boxes.
Yeah, but I mean, loot boxes has been a thing that's been around for many years.
Yeah.
It's not something EA invented. It's not
No.
something Blizzard invented.
Yeah, Overwatch has it, Shadow of War has it, and Battlefront 2 I think are like
Shadow
the
of
big
War
three
shouldn't
right
have
now.
it, though.
They shouldn't. It's such like a backdoor thing in the game too.
Yeah.
Like it's not, they don't really push it to the forefront, but it's there. It's kind of annoying that it's like it's popping up in all these games. Like I didn't expect the game to have it, and then I suddenly see like, hey, you can pay this much and you can get your own orc or something like that. I'm just like, why? I don't know. I'm not into it.
It's because from what I've noticed, especially this year, AAA games are dying. They
yeah,
can't.
indie games. We're on the rise of indie games right now.
Because basically these these publishers can't afford to be making these giant AAA games with all these intense graphics and stuff, which that seems to be all they care about is graphics, and not gameplay, without throwing in these loot boxes to make more money.
Yeah.
Because it's either that or they have to raise the price of games from $60 to like $100
And
for
then
just
no one will buy it.
yeah, and then no one will buy it.
I would disagree with that. I think people, if you raise your game prices but you keep it like a quality game, there's going to be people who will buy it.
Yeah, but it's
if
not
it's like
going
a
to sell
game,
as much.
I agree with that, but just the way that things are going, I don't see them putting in like quality.
yes,
They
won't put the quality in for me to want to buy it.
Right, there's so many hollow games that have come out for $60, and then you have to at least get $30 more, or you have to pay $30 more to get a full experience. I'm looking at you, Battlefront 1.
Calling you out.
Yeah,
Calling you
seriously,
out.
that was the DLC they released was more of a game than the initial game that they put out.
yeah.
Except
And
I
that's a
paid-
big thing. That is like we're not getting full
Yeah.
games. We're getting DLCs that you have to pay a season pass for and then get the game.
While the DLC, like, it really like upsets me how DLC has evolved, because I used to love DLC. Like right now, I feel Nintendo is like how DLC used to be with the new story DLC that they're adding onto Breath of the Wild.
It's an expansion pack. They call it an expansion pack.
Well. Oh, okay, there we go, everybody. So
I saw it in the store. It's an expansion pack.
it's still it that adds more, and is like it's not taking. It doesn't feel like they just were like, oh yeah, these chapters from the game, let's cut them and then add them later. And
Yeah.
also Nintendo, I feel, with the death of AAA games, in my opinion, Nintendo isn't making AAA games. I feel like they're making AA games, because they're not focused on
like that.
doing
I like
graphics
that.
like crazy. They're
It's my
not.
favorite kind of battery.
How well can we get it good? How well
Most
can we do with graphics?
Yeah,
That's what
it is.
Yeah, they don't care about the graphics, which is saving them a lot of money. They're saving a lot of money on like Odyssey and able to make money doing that, $60.
Yeah, I know. Like Microsoft and Sony are doing their, their 4K consoles. I don't care.
I don't care.
Like,
I have a 4K TV.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
That's
use
the
it.
biggest
Only
thing.
like
It's
15% of the market has
Has
4K
4K.
TVs,
Yeah.
so it's
I got
pointless.
my HD.
And I've seen the
1080.
footage that
Yeah.
they have in 4K. It's not enough of a difference for me to even.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to kind of wrap it up. So overall, I would say 2017 was a pretty heavy, condensed year of stuff
Yep.
happening. But
Highs and lows.
But we'll be right back After this break, we're going to be talking about our favorite games of 2017 and what we are looking forward to for 2018. So make sure that you stay tuned for that as they count me out with 5, 4, 3, 2.
When you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not fun. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though. I want them to see the hole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more. He's out.
By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting.
Field.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Welcome back, guys. We are live again. The camera's over there. Thought it was going to be over there. We are back again. We're going to talk about 2017 and our favorite games of the the year and what we're looking forward to in 2018.
Yes.
Now, you seem very like I want to talk about something.
I'm really excited. There's a game coming up in 2018 that I'm excited about. It's been said to be like a mixture by me and a couple other people that we were talking about it. Said to be a mixture between Skyrim and like Fable kind of thing.
I'm listening.
But, right? Yeah, open world games are my ish. So I'm really excited. It's called Biomutant.
Okay.
It's by a Swedish developer called Experiment 101.
Yes.
And then it's going to be published by THQ Nordic. And I'm so excited for this game.
Wow.
THQ.
Yeah.
THQ died.
I know.
The Nordic is alive.
One didn't die.
The Nordic THQ is alive, but
In the north.
But I'm really
I had so many
excited
games
for
with
this game.
THQ.
Yeah. I know we were talking earlier about graphics not mattering, but this game looks so pretty.
yeah, I mean,
It looks gorgeous. And it's going to be available on Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
PC. We're
So-
winning.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be an Xbox exclusive.
No,
So that's cool. Okay.
it's not.
I can
which
get my
is
hands on it.
why I'm excited about it. So
Nice.
All right.
it's going to be really pretty.
It's gonna be really pretty. I know you really had to get this out, but let's talk about 2017. The games. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. The 2017 games that were our favorite of this year. Matt, I know you already said that you had a favorite. What was your favorite?
My favorite probably is either Odyssey or Breath of the Wild.
Of
Like
course.
it's really hard for me to decide between those two, and I feel like when it comes to Game of the Year this year, it's going to be between 3 games.
Speaking of you saying Game of the Year, the Game Awards will begin on December 7th and go to December 8th. I want to just throw that out and people to remember that a lot of these games that we are going to be talking about probably are nominated for a lot of categories. But you say Breath of the Wild and Odyssey.
The third one I was going to mention is
I don't even remember. Favorite game?
like those two are my favorites. The other one I haven't played yet personally, but like I feel like it's gonna get there. What is it? The robot dinosaurs for PS4.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know, man. Robot dinosaurs for PS4?
No.
Interesting
I knew
name.
about that.
The only dinosaur game I can think of is
Horizon
Ark.
Zero Dawn.
Oh, Horizon Zero
right.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Horizon
Thank
Zero
you.
Dawn.
Oh, you guys.
We
Oh,
haven't
sorry.
played it. We
You
have
guys
not
were like,
played it.
it's Horizon. We weren't seeing the crew. Okay.
We have not played. That is nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
It's nominated for a bunch of other categories that I looked
That's
through.
the only other
That's the
thing.
only game that I haven't played out of a lot of the categories. So I feel bad. Sorry,
See,
audience.
I haven't played that one either, and I was looking because for the segment I was like, okay, what games did I play this year that I really liked? I realized that I'm that kind of gamer that has to wait until like a game is $10. So I'm still in 2016,
Yeah, I feel
and I
you.
realized that, and I'm like, I really want to play
I'm a gamer
Horizon.
on a budget, all right?
Yeah,
Like, I
exactly.
can't be
I want
affording
to play a lot of these, but I'm like, I'm a budget gamer right now, so I'm in
I'm with you.
2016.
Did you guys pick up any like major games for Black Friday?
I only got Odyssey because I got my Switch with it.
Oh, okay. I picked up
I had to get a game.
Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, which
That's nominated for a lot of games.
yeah,
for
because
Olympics.
granted, the game does not have any multiplayer like at all. The game is purely single player, and that is the point. It is like Doom, which I have on my Switch now. All you're doing is killing Nazis. That's it. Hashtag make America Nazi free again. That was the major thing online for that. Controversial.
All right, Reagan, what was your favorite game?
Okay,
Or
so
games.
the favorite game in my household right now is Injustice 2.
That came out on my birthday.
See, I'm in 2016. When I get to 2017, can't wait to play that.
Wait,
Then you
but
have
no,
the Ninja Turtles
Injustice
with
2
it.
is
Yeah.
all I hear. I hear all the cutscenes, I hear all the characters speaking, and I'm just like, wow, that's
it.
great.
What
And
a
I
great
played it, it's so much fun.
It
It's
is.
so fun, yeah. I really love some of the versions of their characters that they have in the game are really, really gritty and fun.
Yes.
So it's great.
The
Yes.
comic is actually amazing for
Yeah.
that.
I don't like the Joker that they have in that game though.
Oh well, yeah, that
Really?
looks ugly. That
look-
looks
it-
disgusting.
Which one?
The one that looks like the Suicide Squad one.
The
Yeah,
one with
he does.
the emo hair almost like
Yeah, the one
It's
from the
like-
first game looks much better.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yes.
Or both of them from the first game.
yes,
look much
because it
better.
looks like classic Joker. That's why I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I can't wait to get
have them on me.
my hands on that game.
It's
Really,
it's
like-
beautiful.
Yeah, they're adding like Teenage Mutant
Sinestro.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
They
they have
added
Hellboy.
Hellboy. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's
The
Hellboy.
one thing about Hellboy is that there's a little bit of a glitch.
He's broken.
He's a no,
What?
not him being broken. His arm switches from arm to arm, the big arm.
Oh.
Switches
Oh my
from arm to
God,
arm
that
when
would
you move around.
piss me off.
And we noticed it in my house, and now anytime anyone's playing Hellboy, it's like it's
Not canon.
It's
trying
supposed
to
to be
find
the right hand of
doing
Doom.
it. No, but it keeps switching between the arms.
Oh man, that's weird.
That's a flaw. Fix this.
Like
Unplayable.
Can't play this anymore.
Never mind. There goes Injustice for getting awards this season.
Yeah, no more.
it's too
They're
It's
glitchy.
right out. I know they are. It's fun.
Did you have any other games?
I really liked Pocket Camp. Came out.
Yeah.
It's an app for your
Yes.
phone, and I love Animal
I
Crossing.
know. I remember you freaking out.
I know. Animal Crossing is a childhood classic for
Yes.
me. That's what I played. I played it on GameCube. So way back when, GameCube, the best.
GameCube was
Memories.
great.
I still have my GameCube.
Dreamcast was better. No, I'm kidding, it died. I'm kidding, it died. I'm kidding, it
It
died.
was a whoa.
I'm kidding, it died. It was
But
okay.
Pocket Camp is really cute. It's a nice time filler.
Yeah.
To have on your phone, because like I usually play like Sudoku, I do too. But I prefer having a nice little game to play. It's fun. I like it.
Okay.
You hear about the amount of downloads that did in 6 days?
Yeah, a lot.
15 million downloads in 6 days for that game.
That's like Pokemon Go.
Or
Yes.
it's more comparable, I think, to Super Mario Run. Like,
Oh, okay.
But Super Mario Run didn't make as much money as this is making already.
Yeah, it's because they have a
So.
lot of downloads of data. So that's what they're making all their money off of. You can buy things in the game, but you don't need them to progress. I'm already at level like 25.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of mobile games now. Like,
Yeah.
It's just I don't like it. We just don't like it in our AAA console games. Or
Yeah.
anything. So it's
You just don't like it in a game we threw $60 at already.
True.
This one's free.
I'll
Nice.
pay a little bit if I need to.
Yeah.
So Chris, what is your favorite
Yeah.
games?
So I know I talked about it at the beginning of the season, but big fan of Crash Bandicoot. It's the whole reason I got the PS4. Like I didn't know what I was gonna do. I don't have any like console loyalty here or there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want my Crash Bandicoot. I got it. It was great. I love it. It's still just like a remake of what came in the past. But I played the crap out of that game. I almost 100%ed it. But as far as newer games go, like brand new things, I did talk about being excited for Shadow War earlier. I did get a chance to rent it. That was within my budget, and I thought it was great. I love the stuff they expanded upon. The whole Nemesis system is super interesting and making it more. Like seeing these characters come back and like you can weave your own narratives. That's what I like about a lot of video games. That's why I like those open world Bethesda games. That you can kind of make your own path. So I've really enjoyed playing that. But I really want to get my hands on Horizon for sure and Injustice.
Yeah.
But when I'll get around to it, I guess.
Go for some Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
my God,
Yeah.
it's such a fun game.
So these are games that I have played, and these are games that I haven't played. Is it okay if I say my favorite of 2017? The South Park Fractured Butthole. I have not played the game.
No, say it right. It's Fractured Butthole.
I want to say it, but I don't want to get in trouble.
You can say butthole, I think. Well, I've said it twice now. So I sure hope so.
I have not played the game, but I've watched multiple people play it. I have seen like so many things of it, and I love that. I love it. I love it so much, and I wish I had money to buy it because it's still one of those $60 games. But a game that this year that I have played that I found as my favorite was PUBG. Yet, I hate it and I love it at the same time. It's a fun game. I'm starting to go towards Fortnite actually and play their PUBG version of Fortnite. And I also wanted to say Cuphead. Yeah. Cuphead, I played, I was annoyed with. I don't have a controller, so I got really more annoyed. Don't play it with a keyboard. Don't do it. Play with a controller. But it's a game that it's a style of era that I enjoy, of art style. Like, I love old Disney, like very, very beginning time Disney, and so that's kind of like that art style. And it's all hand done.
Silly Symphonies kind of.
Yeah.
There's only 2 or 3 games I could think of that are even close to Cuphead's art style.
Yeah.
And that's Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Which that looks amazing, and I can't wait till more episodes come out.
What about way back when with Dragon's Lair, though? That video game was featured in. Like, that's way back when.
I was gonna say Epic Mickey 1 and 2.
You bringing up Epic Mickey? That's like my game. Oh man.
Epic Mickey 1 and 2 are like.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
That is my
Oswald the Rabbit, and I
have an Oswald, like 3 Oswald shirts. Like a thing, a giant stuffed animal.
That was a really cool way to bring that character back into the fold.
I know. Epic Mickey 1 and 2 are like some of the best Wii games you need to get.
It is.
Like,
it is. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, those are some of like the reasons to own
That is why my parents got me a Wii Mini for my apartment, because I love that game so much. It's just for that game.
It's beautiful. Like,
that's not my favorite Disney video game franchise, though.
No, I mean.
No, there's one that are we gonna talk about it? Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
Let's get into 2018 games that we're excited for.
Sorry, I didn't mean to move it forward, but I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in 2018. Hopefully, like better. Like,
I mean, they could get delayed again. I don't know.
They'll get delayed.
Ernesto's had a pre-order for 2 years now.
Has it been already like 10 years since the last game? I feel like it has.
Since Kingdom Hearts 2, not since the last game.
It's been since the PS2 since we've had a game, like a main installment. Yeah. So it's about time. I mean, the stuff that they showed of it looks great. They've shown Olympus. They've shown Toy Story world. Like,
more Tron stuff is going to be in it.
Yeah. Especially with the new coaster coming out, they're going to do some more Tron stuff.
And they've been teasing I think we're going to get like Tangled, but they've been teasing the fact that now that Disney has Marvel and Star Wars, that we could just see like Sora with Mickey and with lightsabers and stuff.
Maybe,
I'm excited.
Maybe those sections from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 where you would like be flying and shooting and everything, maybe those could be an X-Wing.
Just put you in an X-Wing. I'd be okay with that. Millennium Falcon.
That'd be pretty cool. Another game I'm excited for is Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2, yes.
Yep. I'm 100% excited for it. Even though it's going to be really expensive, I'm going to like save up a little money for that, because I love Rockstar and how they kind of go about existing. Even if their online stuff is kind of broken.
Are they going to do that, the same kind of online stuff for Red Dead 2?
Rumored to.
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
Maybe?
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
I don't know.
There's other games, Last of Us 2
coming
out. Spider-Man is coming out.
The Spider-Man exclusive for Sony.
That's very, like, the first gameplay that they showed for that's got me excited. That's
2 things I'm really excited for next year have to be Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I have that
Yeah,
done.
Far Cry 5 and Monster Hunter World.
I have that done too. But we have 1 minute left of the segment, and I kind of just want to take this minute to kind of say, like, hey, Chris. So I don't know if anyone knows this, but this is Chris's last show and episode with the Expansion Pack, and this is our first season. So, I mean, you've been on BTC for the beginning.
Too long.
Too long. And I just kind of wanted to say, like, thank you for being you and for always kind of being there and helping and hosting and just existing.
Thank you.
You're a great person.
I've been trying really hard to exist. I'm
It's
glad all
every
that hard
day.
work's paying off.
Yeah.
No, I've had a great time with you guys. I think that I'm so glad we got this show
Yes.
up and running. I'm glad we can have dedicated time to talk about comics, movies, video games. I've had a blast.
And I also want to say Reagan will be coming on kind of, I don't want to say replacing because I don't
That's
want
okay.
that word.
She's gonna be hosting both BTC and this, so
Yeah.
it's like you're taking
I have
over
big
from
shoes to fill. Big
go-
shoes
go
to
over.
fill.
No, not that big.
Sorry, we're going over, but I wanted to have this moment to take the time to do this. We are over in time, and I just wanted to like say thank you for everything that you've done to help me with this show. You have
Thank
made
you.
it a success. Thank you, Reagan, for coming in and stepping up. Thank you,
I'm
Matt,
excited.
for just joining in. This was a very strong. This is our first season, so that's why I'm kind of like very passionate about
We
it.
did it.
We finally did it, and I'm happy to keep going on, and I'm happy that you were helping in the beginning. But thank you guys for watching. This is our last show of the season. We'll be back in January
Yep.
for season 2. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.